Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip, and I don't...
What is going on? Hell blah, my guy. Alex O Crypto. What is going on, bro? Thank you for joining in. Everybody, welcome in. Thank you for joining us tonight. Much love to the Otter gang, gang. Shout out to you, Alex O Crypto, man. OG. Let's go.
To fight, to die on, and this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right.
Much love, bro. Much love, Alex. I do appreciate you showing up, man. Strega Heart in the house. Grayson, what's going on? Otter Gang in the house. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, man. Strega Heart, where's my money? All right, guys, what is going on, man? That was not enough time to read that disclaimer. I know it was not enough time to read it. It's okay. We got to get right into this, man. Shout out to everybody showing up right now on the live. I do appreciate you guys, man. It's been a roller coaster of a ride. This has been the most insane market action that, I mean, it's just moving so fast, in my opinion. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like we're moving so fast that, I mean, is the bottom already in? Let us know in the poll in the chat. Is the bottom in? It doesn't seem like it should be, right? Like, but if you look at the charts, man, it's been a long time coming. We've been in a bear market for a minute now, but let's talk about it. Let's get into it. And let me adjust this. I don't even know. I may be screaming at you guys right now. Somebody give me an audio check, and we're going to get right into it, man. Yo. We are good to go here. Let me get this chat. I'm going to get this chat out where I can see you guys, though. I will lose it all. What's going on, Niels? I appreciate you, bro. Are you here to save my bags? They need some saving. If I can, bro. At your service. Joe took my taco money. Strega Heart. Oh my God, bro. I can't even start the stream without getting a super chat. Hell blah, man. I appreciate the love with the 420. AJC fam, the bottom is in. You heard it right here from Hell Blah. I'm just going to say Hell Blah. Man, much love, bro. Starting the stream off right with a 420. If you are watching the stream right now, please let me know in the chat. Drop something in the chat. Say what's up. I do appreciate you guys showing up. Justin Verse, what's going on? Grayson, what's up? God bless each and every one of you guys, man. Alex O Crypto, I do appreciate you bringing your crew over here, man. Neil said, never worry about me. I'm buying with a big smile. That's the spirit, man. That is so much better than what I've been seeing across on social media. I think a lot of people are just, I don't know, man. I think a lot of people bought the top. Hellbly, I appreciate you, bro. Let me turn this music down, man, and we're gonna jump into it. I can't think straight with it too loud, you know what I'm saying? Here we go. All right. It has been a wild ride. We're gonna take a look at it. I was watching ETH right here, and you know we've been following all this, right? Let's just go ahead and zoom out. We got to zoom out. What's really going on? What's really going on? Because whoa, we've got rumors going around that Jeffrey Epstein created Bitcoin. I don't know what how you guys feel about this. I seen a perfect example of how I feel about it on X though. This guy, what was his name, man? He explained it perfectly. He's like, you know what? Okay, if Jeffrey Epstein did have a little bit to do with it, if his money was involved with it, does that mean we automatically just throw in the towel on Bitcoin? Does that mean that the design, the code, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. You know what? Honestly, it's getting to the point where you don't know what to believe anymore. I do not think I am on board with Hellblah. I do not think that Jeffrey Epstein alone was the mastermind behind Bitcoin. Now, am I a little bit skeptical of something like this with an anonymous creator? Am I a little bit skeptical? I've always been skeptical, man. You guys know. If you've been with me since day one, then you know. Since day one, I've always said, I don't like it. We don't know who created it. It could all be one big giant psyop. And that's just the truth, man. That's just the truth. Because the more we realize that almost everything about our lives has been a psyop to keep everyone doing their little thing and going to work and paying taxes and doing the thing that keeps us all under control. I've never been able to fall in line, to be honest. What's going on, Deadwood, my guy? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Guys, if you are in the stream right now, don't forget to tap that like button. It really helps. Share the stream on X or social media or with a friend that might enjoy this content and the vibe that we have going on here. Now, I'm a very open-minded person. I assume that most of you guys are open-minded as well. And that's why we're here. You know, you had to be open-minded to ever get into cryptocurrency to begin with, right? You had to be either open-minded or completely insane, or both. Some of us might be both. I think I might be both. Open-minded and insane. Maybe they go hand in hand. But what I do know is that we've been following this for ETH for a long time, and I have lost some of my charts, but what I do know is that for Ethereum, this has always been what I'm looking at. I mean, since we were up at, before we lost $3,000, before Ethereum lost 3K, I was already looking at this market structure here, and the way that we have bottomed here, we sort of did a double bottom, a little W here, before we took off as well, and we came down here to this support line. So my go-to was 18 to 1900, but with the bearish case scenario of this hitting here, which we came awfully close to that with this wick, man. I was looking at this little, this chop back here and our bottom here and looking at this range for support for ETH. Now, what is happening right now? Ethereum is bouncing. However, if we do zoom in on this, we are we are seriously just, okay, drop it to the 15-minute time frame real quick. Ethereum is bouncing, but we just got rejected here at that support line that we lost, right? ETH lost that support. And honestly, if Ethereum needs to get above $2,000 and reclaim that support, but I believe that this is a temporary bottom, if not the bottom. But if we don't get above this, we may need to come on down into my box. But what we're looking at is Bitcoin bouncing absolutely beautifully at $60,000, right at my trend line. And let me put it on the daily, because we have to look at this. This has been my, you guys know, if you've been here watching the channel, then you know we've had this chart for a while. There's a few other charts that I am missing up here that I hope I'll be able to find. Lost in the sea of charts here. But this has been the go-to right here. Lost in the Doge long. We need to look at Dogecoin. We need to look at Dogecoin bad. Deadwood snagged some Ondo and some Chain Link. Oh my gosh, you got it some juicy prices. I already know you did. Now, we were up here. Bitcoin obviously doing its thing. There's a couple of different scenarios that we've seen play out here. Both of my charts playing out beautifully for Bitcoin. If you know, you've watched me here on the daily, we were watching the breakdown of this. And if we look at the measured move, we are down into the box. We are down into the box. I mean, we hit 60,000 and bounced perfectly into the box. Measured move of the channel breakouts down a little bit lower, 52,000. Hellblaw, thank you for a 469. We got the 420 and the 469 super chats in the house tonight, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you very much with that. Seriously, it does mean a lot to me. I don't know why it's not letting me grab my chat box and pull it over. Bro, thank you for the 469. Niels, dude, are there people that don't drive a Tesla because Elon is crazy? Even monsters could have great ideas or creations. Still keeps you a monster though. Okay, I got you. I see your point. Striggerheart said, I'm here to ruin the vibe. You cannot ruin this vibe, bro. By the way, if you haven't smashed the like button yet, smack it one time for us. And let's get some more people in here. We are... Look at that. We've only got 19 votes so far. But 19 out of those, 74% of those 19 votes say no, the bottom's not in. Are we in agreement here? Are we in agreement? Is the bottom in? We got our little relief rally, and then we dumped hard. The bottom obviously should not be in. Judging by just looking at this, obviously, if we are truly in a bear market, then maybe the people that are calling for 30K Bitcoin are right. But I just don't see it. That would definitely be max pain. But do you see it happening? Do you see a 30K Bitcoin happening? That's a really tough call. I do see so many other areas of support for Bitcoin that would likely hold first, you know? I don't know what is up with my... I do know that we are, we are at support now. Whether or not we drop a little lower, does Bitcoin lose this? Do we lose this long-term support? We're at it. Should we lose it? Bitcoin also, we did lose it, didn't we? We lost it slightly under the 200 weekly moving average, right? Slightly under the 200 week moving average. Just like the bear market bottom from before. Slightly under the 200 week moving average. Could we slip a little bit under this? You know, down around that 52K area down here. We could, right? I mean, but we're gonna need something, I feel like, to really cause that, because I mean, this is some serious long-term weekly support that Bitcoin is coming up on. Now, a little bit lower, right? 58,000 right there. But I mean, do we lose that? Do we lose that? Is this where we're at, Bitcoin? No way. No way. Which way do we go? Because, you know, the measured move, potentially, on the weekly of this rising wedge that Bitcoin is in, it's clearly a rising wedge on the weekly time frame. It's very clearly a rising wedge. I mean, but do we really lose that support and fulfill something like this? 30K! The 30K people are looking at this support here. That is the nastiest, most bearish case scenario for Bitcoin I could possibly give you, right? Actually, no, this is the measured move. 8,000. Bitcoin at $8,000. I just don't see it, you know? I don't see it. There's a lot of levels of support here to look at. You know, like, I mean, even 45 looks better, you know? 45,000. Right here, right? Deadwood said, Binance effing with all of us. Hellblah says, BTC at 8K. I'm taking a loan out on the house. This pattern, I mean, this setup is really, it's crazy. It's crazy to think about. Bitcoin on in a weekly rising wedge. Do we bottom out here? Do we run to the resistance once again? Around 145, 150,000. What happens at the tip of this? You know, we are slowly but surely watching the price of Bitcoin squeeze. Things are changing, right? Things are changing because the market is maturing. Adoption's taking place. What happens when we get to this, right? Well, right now, we've got all this craziness going on in the world. All this fear, uncertainty, and doubt going on across the board, you know. Not just economically, not financially, but just fear, uncertainty, and doubt in general. I think people are having FUD on their entire lives right now. People's entire realities are crumbling right underneath them. And what does that mean for financial markets? What does that mean for cryptocurrency? What does that mean for risk assets? People are freaking out, bro. And, you know, I don't blame them. I would be too if I was just now figuring out all the stuff that I've known about for like a decade. I tell you what, it's been a lonely ass road. I don't know about you guys, but it's been a lonely road being the conspiracy theorist of the family, you know, of the bunch. Been a lonely road. All right, guys, we are going to jump into some shorter term time frames. I mean, there's really, when I look at the long term, I'm pretty well set, you know, on my opinion. There's not really a lot that has changed. My long term charts have been maintaining pretty steadily, you know. The long term chart is just playing out beautifully. The box is playing out. The measure move might even play out. We might come to the bottom here. Temporarily, a bounce from 60K. Not a very big bounce. Just now at 64,000. But let's get into the shorter term time frames and let's see what we're doing, because we all know that this is going to lead to some very good trading setups. We don't want to catch no falling knife or anything, right? I mean, some of you might want to catch some falling knives. Cut it up. Tax return in 2 weeks, gonna buy the dip. Buy the dip. Hey, Anton says, wait till the crash like FTX to buy cheaper later this year. Who else thinks we're going to be cheaper? We're going to have better prices later this year. Do you think we're going to see, look at this. Look at the timing of this. Look at this. November, December of this year, right? November, December of this year. Do you think we'll be at 30K or 145K? 150K? That is the real question. Do you think we will be at 30K or up here around 145? 30,000 or 145,000? Thank you guys for showing up to the stream. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys showing up. Make sure you smash the like on the way in if you haven't yet. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and definitely check the links in the description if you are trading crypto, if you are a crypto trader, because right now, I mean, I just got deals on deals on deals, guys. It's like Black Friday over here. Okay, you can get a 15% deposit bonus with BTCC right now. Okay, that's pretty significant, y'all. If you have a decent, if you're what the hell, bro? Why does it keep doing that? If you're trading with a decent amount of money, if you got a decent amount of capital to trade with, you want to use a well-known, long-time running, one of the top crypto exchanges in the game, BTCC is the one for you. Get a 15% bonus on your first-time deposit of $200 or more. We just got a bunch of stuff going on. Before we get into the time frames here, lower-term time frames, we do have a lot going on right now that I just think would be proper to share it with you guys. Also, could use some help on X, guys. Come on. I know you guys can get me above 1,000 followers on X, right? I know you guys can do it. Right now, big things popping over here. Okay, look at this. BitFi up to a $1,500 bonus, trade and earn bonus with BitFi. That ends in like 10 days, bro. I mean, you can get in on the deposit bonuses and trade to earn there. Up to 10,000 in welcome rewards on Ubit. You can trade gold, crypto, and stocks on Ubit. Up to $10,000 in rewards, new user rewards right now. Link is also in the description for that. We've got deals on deals on deals with BTCC. Like I said, 15% bonus on your first time deposit with BTCC. We got the BitFi there. And then Ubit as well. And then also Weeks, exclusive rewards on Weeks as well. And follow me on X. Link in the description. But let's jump into the charts and jump into the lower term time frames and see what's going on as Bitcoin is getting a nice bounce at $60,000. $30 to $40K, 23 votes on the poll in the chat, and still, we do not believe the bottom is in. So people are bearish, folks. People are bearish here. We are bearish here. We are selling our bags here. We are selling right here. Look, okay, not financial advice, but I personally would not be selling right here. Honestly, at this point, you know, where we're at in the market is not the place to sell. This is the place to hold on for dear life if you didn't already sell, right? Because if you didn't already sell and you're trying to sell Bitcoin here, or you know, if we pull up Ethereum, look, bro, you pull up the long-term chart, you sell right here. Granted, ETH is really like retesting that support line. I don't like that we lost that support at 1900, but or almost right at 2K. I don't like that we lost the 2K support there. Still looking good, bouncing off of this this support here though. Right above my box there. Would like to see us get back above that, but again, not really the place to sell, because we are technically at support, right? We are at long-term support for both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, don't get me started on altcoins. Dogecoin, Chainlink, some of these altcoins that are okay. I said some. Let me take that back. Let's start with Chainlink, Ondo, HBAR. There's just so many. I actually have a whole entire list over here that's actually written down with pen and with an ink pen and paper. I know that's weird. I guess I'm old-fashioned, but we're looking at some of the most historically. I'm just going to say it. We're looking at some of the most historically juicy entries, and I mean, if it goes any lower, I don't think the time to sell is here. I think the time to DCA is here, right? I think it's time to dollar cost average. We are at long-term support, similar to where Ethereum bottomed back in 2020, before 2021's massive run to above $4,000. So I think that where we're at currently could potentially be, if it's not the bottom, then we're damn it. I don't want to say it, but look, guys, I don't know what to tell you. If this is not the bottom, it gets nasty from here. It could get extremely nasty from here. If we don't hold this, bro, am I the only one that's seeing this? Like how nasty this could get if this doesn't hold, if this isn't the bottom. Am I the only one seeing how truly nasty this could get? ETH could hit 1K again. Absolutely 1K, 1500 here. But I mean, it could get even nastier than that if we lose this. If we don't get some kind of relief soon, am I the only one that's seeing this, man? DCA from 1K. Alexander G, thank you for showing up. Much love to you. I do appreciate you. Cam, next level, what's going on? Thank you for commenting. If this is not the bottom, then 0 for alts. That's what I'm saying. The alts have nowhere left to bleed. Look at Dogecoin. I mean, granted, yes, Doge has been well below a penny for a long time in the past, and could it go below a penny again? I mean, it's already closing in on like 7 cents. No, this can't be happening, right? Is all of this being forced? Is all of this being completely manipulated? Because look at the damn Ethereum chart. What is this, bro? What is this? I'm looking at this like either we hold support here, or we could see ETH not only at 1,000, but I mean potentially below 1,000. I mean, potentially below 1,000, bro. And it's just insane to think about these levels. I don't believe it. My eyes are deceiving me. I don't believe what I'm looking at here. There's too much going on pushing crypto into the mainstream right now. This all has to look, the 4-year cycle is playing out, but this all has to be in some way or shape. It has to be in some way being done. Nothing is in this world is by accident, and absolutely nothing is by accident, right? I've learned that. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, I will say this. One thing I like is the stochastic RSI, the MACD. Now, we are in some crazy territory right here. I'm not gonna lie, I was trading 500x scalps earlier today. And yesterday, or I think it was yesterday, 500x, bro. You want to go on an emotional roller coaster? Try some 500x trading. there's really like no way not to be emotional when you do that. But I tell you what, using the right indicators paired with the right setup and the right timing, that can be one hell of a way to make some gains. I mean, but can it be pretty scary? Yeah, it can be pretty scary. Are we going to start out with a max position of 22 Ethereum? Oh no, not this. This is like this reminds me of Stranger Things. All right, we're going to get into it. So much winning that we're going to have to apply at Mickey D's. What's going on, Keith K, bro? I know we're feeling down right now. I know a lot of people are feeling down, myself included at times. But you know what? I can't remain that way. No matter what happens, I have figured out the life hack of somehow remaining positive no matter what. And I will say that that does make a difference. It really makes a difference. So I know that if any of you are out there struggling right now, just remember, stay positive. Good things are coming, even when you can't see it yet. Good things are coming. As long as you live right, good things are coming. 100%. Now, I tell you what, I have been watching ETH for a while, and I have not seen a candle like this on the hourly in a while. Not one that got us above the LSMA, not one that was right at a cross here on the stochastics, and we're looking at a hourly MACD cross as well, potentially coming up. So, I believe, look at that rounded action right there on ETH. It does look pretty nice. Let's drop it down real quick. Okay, my trend line's playing out perfectly on the 1 minute. See, I put these in earlier when I was scalping, and look at those areas of support and resistance playing out beautifully. Look at that. Look at that. Now, what I did need to do here, you can see 1 minute time frame, a little head and shoulders action potentially, but stochastic down here with a cross. Down there with a cross. Might get a little continuation up. Tell you what though, those trend lines playing out. Simple support and resistance. I am just been realizing, you don't need to complicate it. You don't need to complicate it. The more complicated you make it, the more likely you're gonna lose, honestly. Now, so the stochastic RSI, man, these stochastic RSI crosses on the 1 minute are beautiful for scalping, honestly, in my opinion. Look at this cross here. Let me pull up one time, pull up on them. Pull up on the homie one time. Look, cross the LSMA. Cross the LSMA, stochastic. Every cross, really. You get a cross, you get a green candle. Get a cross, get a green candle. Get a cross, green candles. It's beautiful. Now, I will say, the ones down here below, down in the oversold territory, are definitely the best. Not sure just what just happened there. Are we good? Are we good? Is it doing that? Okay. I think we're good. The chat just went blank on me. All right, thank you. You know, being a good trader and getting good sleep is like two different things, you know? I don't typically get very good sleep regardless. I don't sleep too good myself, honestly. But this right here, this can definitely keep you up at night. Oh yeah. Keith, much love, bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, man. Again, like I said a minute ago, even though the stochastic was crossing there, I figure we might get a little push up, but look, we still got rejected because it looks like a head and shoulders, right? So we still got rejected, even though the stochastic crossed. We got a little push up, little bitty push, rejected, looking for that head and shoulders, right? Where is... I put too many dots everywhere. Okay. Oh. What? I don't know what that was about. I be having some issues, y'all. Microphone will be cutting out. Audio will be cutting out all the time. I don't know. Over it. Head and shoulders playing out though. Coming on down. Let's see if we can come on all the way back down. Let's come on all the way back down here. Bro. Where is my magnet? Where is it at? We gotta pull it every which way, man. Support first. Will we get support first? Let's see. What is this? What are we trying to do? Go to sleep right here? All right. Or what just happened? Bro. What? Bro, I swear something is up, man. Let me see if I can get this figured out. TradingView is still working. Bro, what? Crap. Okay. We have a 20K in the chat. What is going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. 20K or 40K? That's a big range. What do you guys think? Yo, what is Bro. Oh, dude. It's not been my day with the tech stuff, bro. Okay, what is happening right now? Hold on. Let's see. Can I? Hold on. I accidentally clicked something I shouldn't have clicked. Hold on. Sniper Paul, what's going on? Paul, 38K in October. We are really trying to push the Bitcoin price down, man. I don't blame you though. I mean, lower prices are good, right? Dude. Bro. Where is... I can't get it off my screen. It's full screen and I can't get my mouse off of it, bro. I'm gonna have to... I can't even change this song right now, and this song is driving me insane. That's a very good good thing to say and mention. You know, the FUD right now is ridiculous. The FUD is unstoppable right now. I mean, ever since the forced liquidations, right? Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness, bro. Okay, I've got to get this. That music was driving me absolutely insane. Okay. Bro, okay. Okay. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. Let's get it back. Bro, what? Oh, there we go. Wait. Oh, so I can just do that, bro. Okay. $30 votes on the poll right now, and everyone is betting on lower prices. Nobody thinks the bottom is in yet. 80% out of those votes say no. Bottom is not in yet. Oh, man. If that's the case, it's going to get very nasty here. It's going to get very, very nasty. Very nasty indeed. Very nasty. The most V-shaped recovery we've had in a long time for Bitcoin, right? The most V-shape we've seen in a while. Similar setup to ETH. All right. Come on, Bitcoin. Let's go ahead. Do something here. Let's go ahead and do something with it. Look at that nice V, though. Very nice V. Everything moves so fast, you know, 10 minutes goes by and you miss the entry, right? I mean, 10, 15 minutes goes by and it's already almost, you know, I mean, honestly, crossing the LSMA right there with the MACD crossing and the RSI crossing as well, all that was massive confirmation. You got 1, 2, 3 confirmations that you're going to get more upside from that move, right? Every single time that happens. Our RSI cross, MACD cross below the bars, LSMA cross on the 5-minute. Almost 98% is going to go up after that. You know, it's like you miss it though. You know, you don't want to get in on the move right here, right before it's starting to potentially come back down, right back into your entry, you know. How many times has that happened? You stare at a chart for like 8 hours straight, watching it form, waiting for the structure to form a good setup. You wait all day for it. The second that you got to go do an errand or something, and then you look back at the chart and you're like, oh, what time was that? Let me find the time on the chart there. Oh, of course I was out doing that or doing this. That is exactly how it plays out. ETH BTC chart. You know, Bitcoin. I feel like ETH had a little bit of dominance there on this move. In regards, like in relation to Bitcoin, I have not pulled up the Bitcoin ETH chart. Do you think Asia will? Do you think US will let Asia have all these good entries? That's a very good question. You know, they like to they like to do their thing on us. Midnight's always usually exciting. That's a very good question. You think we're going to get a nice push to the upside so that they don't while they're all asleep? You know, I mean, do the ones pulling the strings, do they want better entries though? That's the real question, because I've said it many times. I'll keep saying it. You know, even at $64,000, this price for Bitcoin will disappear one day, and we'll never get the chance to see it again. Just like 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. I mean, granted, I don't know. Some people are calling for a 10K Bitcoin right now. I mean, I know max pain is a thing, but that's a little bit overkill, in my opinion. You betting on Bitcoin to drop to 10K? I don't know. Maybe drop a limit order in there. Maybe. Just in case Binance does some shady, something shady. But, at this point, oh, if we put in a high or low right here, bullish continuation or dump. Very significant right there. Drop it in. What if they really did reveal Bitcoin founders? Then yes, probably even 5,000. It's a good, there are things that could happen, right? There are things that could happen. What's going on, Greenfingers, bro? Shout out to Greenfingers. Welcome, bro. Things could happen, I've heard people talk about it, if Satoshi's wallet ever became active again or whatever, Bitcoin's going to dump to zero. But you know what? We can't live our lives on what ifs, can we? We can be skeptical. We can think outside the box, but we can't live on what ifs. Doge linked to one of my old YouTube videos. Was it one of my long-term Dogecoin price prediction videos from back in the day? Because if so, I'd love to see it too. I'm going to have to check it out. Let me pull it up real quick. About 32,000% from the bear market low there. We're looking at the potential for this to take place again, and this would put in a target of around $20. Now, I know I said $25, and that is because I do have another chart that I'll take a look at another time, but this is a conservative measurement of my $25 Dogecoin price prediction. I really fully believe that Doge can run to $18 to $20 conservatively, and definitely around $25 potentially this bull cycle. And I know guys, this sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy with Dogecoin sitting at only, definitely sounds crazy, a $25 Dogecoin. But you know what? I had very good reason to think like that. Hell, Blah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And there's still good reason to be bullish on Doge. Very good reason to still be bullish on Dogecoin. What I have done now with Dogecoin, actually, and this definitely, this right here, definitely something to consider on the weekly time frame for Dogecoin. Something to consider. You know, we could come a little bit lower. 7 cents potentially could be our bottom. 7.5 cents or so. And then we bottom. And then we run. We see 36 cents first. But a breakout of this could potentially lead us to $4.20. This could lead us to $4.20. I know. Absolutely ridiculous. But it could happen. But not only that. This is the chart that looks scary, though. You know, there's a lot of room here. A lot of very nasty room here. Where Dogecoin could go to if we lost. If we lost this critical support here at about 5.5 cents. So about 5.5 cents is definitely going to be the ultimate go-to bottom. Absolutely must be the bottom for Dogecoin at 5.5 cents. If we lose 5.5 cents, it'll be nasty. It'll be nasty. There's just nothing really left. You know, there's lots of support there, but really nothing to go by between 5 cents and like less than a penny. There's really nothing left there. So 5.5 cents going to be the go-to. But however, let's go ahead and think about what Dogecoin looks like here. Nothing there. Where is, let's see. Let's see. I have so many Dogecoin charts. It's ridiculous. Let's see here. Oh. Nasty, bro. Nasty. All right. Come on. Support, right? Support. Definitely the absolute go-to, though. I mean, if we lose that, come on, you know, if we lose that, then what's Doge gonna do? I mean, what do we got to look for here? You know, this is it, bro. This has got to be the bottom there. If not, I mean, it'll be nasty. This support is held for many years, many years, ever since 2021. I know you have a question, Green Fingers, and yes. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. The answer's already yes, bro. What is going on, guys? If you're watching the stream right now, let me know by commenting in the chat and smashing the like button. It's truly appreciated. I really do appreciate you guys being here. So, you know, let me know that you're here. Let me know you're alive and you're not just creeping in the back, you know? Let me know you're alive. Now, Dogecoin. All we need to do is find some support for Doge. But what I really want to do is see what's going on with ETH. I don't want to... Bitcoin, ETH, Doge... I mean, all of it. All of it. Solana. What the hell, Solana? What the hell, Solana? Oh, look at this. Look at this nasty mammer jammer right here. Look at that nasty mammer jammer. Oh, look at that squeeze. Look at that squeeze, ETH. This is where it gets sweaty. Look at that nasty bread and butter right there. That nasty bread and butter right there. Oh. Okay. Oh, man. Here we go. Here we go. Little green line holding up, man. That little green line holding up. I don't think she's gonna be enough, though. It doesn't look like it. I'll buy you a beer if Doge goes to 6 cents. The silence tells the story. What? It will be okay. It'll be okay. Wag me all day long, baby. All day long. Wag it all day long. Look, Dogecoin though. Dogecoin has bled. All it can bleed. All she can bleed, man. It can't take no more. No more. Oh. Here it comes. Here it comes. The real question is going to be, bro, what just happened? Bro. JP Morgan strategists favor Bitcoin over gold as trade volume jumps 90%. I know you all just got that notification, bro. I know you just got that notification. JP Morgan favors Bitcoin over gold? Okay. 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 It's getting weird, guys. It's getting weird, and at some point we got to stop and ask ourselves, what the hell is really going on? You know, because this shit is crazy, bro. What is really going on here? We see what is going on here. But seriously, I mean, at some point we have to figure out what is really going on here when you've got JP Morgan coming out in favor of Bitcoin over gold. Okay, so the same people that once told us that it was all just a big scam. I can't anymore, guys. I can't, bro. It's to the point where make it make sense. The best advice I've heard all night. Anton said, don't read the news, man. The best advice I've heard all night, bro. It's crazy, though. Think about all the things taking place right now. All the things happening right now. The Jeffrey Epstein thing, you know. It's like, why is nothing happening? Why is nothing going on? Why are people not absolutely losing their shit? And maybe some are, but I don't know. I feel like everything is just a big show. Everything is a big distraction. Everything is to keep us confused, to keep us chasing everything except what we should be looking at, right? To keep us looking over there, looking over here, instead of looking at what we should be looking at. So what is it that we should be looking at? I'll tell you this right now. The more that time goes on, the more I become, more and more skeptical of everything, including Bitcoin. Uh-oh. Pump it up, ETH. One time for Ethereum. Doge at support. Oh, Bitcoin. 1942, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Do we sell any Doge at $1 or wait for it to be $4? To be honest, if Doge hits $1, we selling. If Doge hits $1, we selling. Not the whole bag, but we securing those gains, bro. $1, Dogecoin at $1, we got to sell some. Got to sell some at that point.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now I'm fucking learning.
Write it all the way, bro. Write it all the way.
And I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better. See, I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking
Why you gotta cuss so much, bro? Why you gotta cuss so much? It's not necessary. Oh, what did we do? What did Jasmine do, bro? Oh! Jasmine! Okay. Well, we lost that support. We did slightly. We did back here too, though. You know, Jasmine coin is only going to stand a chance when, you know, the rest of the market, Bitcoin specifically, does something besides crash. Right? Jasmine coin has been struggling for a long time. I will say though, I mean, gosh, man, it's 0.004 right now. It's the lowest it's been, 0.003. If this chart is right. This was not right. It's a Coinbase chart. That's right. Jasmine coin was like skyrocket. It was way up there, right? Jasmine coin was way up there at one point. ETH, are you going to really do anything with this? Because I don't see it happening, honestly. I think we're going to come... It's possible. It's possible, but that just is so... I don't know, it's just so... rounded, you know? Just so rounded. Zero 0.0036. I feel like a lot of people have I mean, there's just a lot of faith has been lost in altcoins. A lot of people bought and held altcoins for a long time. They, you know, and if you didn't take profits when you should have, then you just got totally wrecked. I mean, we had opportunities. There's been many many opportunities to take those profits, but the market moves so fast. Yeah, based on the historically it's showing the support on there, you know, one would think it would hold, but things definitely change. Things definitely change. But of course, with Jasmine Coin, you really can't be too. You can't really be too for certain on anything with Jasmine Coin. Yeah, we coming down right there. I just don't see that holding up for the upside move. I mean, it could if this support holds, but 1888. My mouse sucks. I need a new mouse, bro. Back down. What is going on, Todd? And Hellblah, I agree with you there. I mean, these are definitely good places to be DCAing. I mean, if there's any more downside to be had, you might as well be dollar cost averaging on that way down so that you don't miss out potentially on scooping up these discounts like Todd just said. All right, Ethereum, how much are we going to squeeze here? Am I really going to have to extend this? Could she possibly break to the upside out of this? I don't know. It just doesn't look likely to me. It doesn't look likely to me. You know what this looks like to me? This looks like something similar to over here. Before we went to the wayside. So let's see what we do. ETH. Let's see if I'm gonna have to extend these trend lines on out. Support and resistance getting pretty tight right here. Looking for a good pop. Thank you guys for joining the stream. What is going on? The Bud Force. Yo, my guy. Welcome back, bro. What is going on right now with... Oh my goodness. What have we got going on with MYX, bro? That's nuts. Hyperliquid. I mean, Hyperliquid, MYX Finance. We got DCR. Did you see how fast ETH recovered when it dipped? Yes, bro. Yes. We seen it. We seen that ish. Look at that. Look at that. We seen that ish right there. I want to just for shits and giggles, just want to put in this bear flag. Just to kind of look at that target. Oh, that bear flag target. That bear flag target would have caught us right in the V. Bear flag target would have been right in the V action. It wouldn't have mattered. I would have had to have had a limit order because I was not even able to be on my phone or anything at 420. No way. No. Say it ain't so, bro. Y'all. Do y'all know what time? Well, do y'all know what time we bottomed? We bottomed at 4:20, bro. Look at that time down there. 16:20. Life is not real. None of this is real. Oh, at this point, I would not put it past Dogecoin to actually hit $4.20 one day. I mean, why not? You know, at this point, just why not? Why not? Everything else is just crazy. Why not? Does it, you know? Why is this moving so slow? Okay. Ah, that's why. Bro, why does this keep happening? Why does that keep happening? Did we lose the stream? Check. Oh, look at that. I didn't have to extend my pattern. I didn't have to extend the pattern. Yet. We're breaking out right at the very tip of my pattern. Like literally just falling off of a cliff. Off of the edge of my support. Likely we're going to follow this measured move, guys. Now, we might stop Let's see here. Pretty significant level for Ethereum at 1850 right there. So we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for tuning in to the live stream tonight. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Follow me everywhere. Links in the description. I did go live on TikTok this morning for like the first time ever. It was weird. It wasn't like YouTube at all. It was actually kind of fun. It was different. What is up, Planet Nova? So you're calling this the bottom, really? Am I calling this the bottom for Bitcoin? And for crypto? What if I was? 400x longs only. Green fingers, no. We've got BTCC now. Bro, we got BTCC. We got 500x, baby. Okay? Screw 400x. We got 500x. All right? Now, I know you think that's crazy, Planet Nova? We think trading with 400x leverage is crazy? No. No. You know what's crazy? Not trading with 400x leverage. That is what's crazy. Right? Bro, if we're not trading with 400x leverage, then what are we doing, bro? Because you know what? I mean, $500x, baby. Are we not trading with 500x, bro? That wasn't the only one, though. I had a few more I shared. $500x. 500x longs only. 500x longs only. Okay. I need that 1100x, bro. I miss Jump X, man. I miss Jump X. Todd, Joe, BTCC exchange now has split order contracts. You know what? The more I use BTCC, the more I really am loving that exchange, bro. It is so quick. I mean, honestly, BTCC loads up so fast, bro. Like, quicker than most other exchanges. But I will say, every exchange has its unique perks. Every exchange has its unique perks, you know? Rice God, bro. It's good to have you guys here tonight, you know? It's, like, just good, you know? I'm seeing lots of good people in the chat tonight. A $4 move, bro. You only need you don't even need a $4 move. Well, yeah, $4 move is great. That's all it takes. Snatch it up. Snatch it up, bro. That's all it takes, man. When you're using 500x leverage, bro, a $4 move is pretty lucrative. I will say though, that's extremely risky, right? That's bad behavior. Not recommended. Okay, don't try it at home. Just don't do it. Stick with like 10x. 5x leverage, you know? You don't want to do that. Todd said, I'm trading 2 whole Ethereum. Let's go. Hellblaw is definitely a Doge maxi, bro. Shout out to you, my friend. Put everything you own into Dogecoin. Hellblaw is definitely a Doge maxi. That's okay. That's okay. We are what we are, man. I'm proud to have you here with us. GT Jack, what's good? What is good? GT Jack, welcome back. This poll in the chat is getting spicy. 52 votes. 73% still believe the bottom is not in. Fees on 500x leverage. Actually, bro. Actually, BTCC blew my mind with that. You know, typically if you're using 500x leverage, I mean, you can't just scalp a quick trade because of the fees, right? Because the fees are usually so high. I don't know if I'm just tripping or what, but I swear to you, on a 500x trade, I think to open and close the trade all together, I want to say it was only like less than $20. If I'm not mistaken, it was like maybe $8 to open the trade and $8 to close the trade or something like that. Could I be mistaken? Possibly. But the exchange itself, so far, I almost have nothing bad to say about it. I really don't have nothing bad to say about BTCC. And I would be honest, you know, straight up. But it's just a very good exchange. I mean, again, the time it takes to load this exchange up and get you trading is like nothing. You know, I swear it loads up quicker than any other web page. Like, it loads up quicker than YouTube. It's like you type in btcc.com and smack, you're ready to trade within like 2 seconds, even on a crappy internet connection. So I very much do like BTCC, and right now you can get a 15% bonus. A 15% bonus on your first deposit of $200 or more. If you're working with some good capital, a 15% bonus could do you some real good. Give you some extra margin to trade with, right? Links in the description. BitFi, BTCC, Ubit, and Weeks. 4 is all I really can do. I mean, honestly, I've had offers from other exchanges, and I'm like, bro, I'm already partnered up with literally, I'm partnered up with 4 of the best cryptocurrency trading exchanges in the game right now. Like, I'm like this with them, you know? Talk to them on the daily. Not on the daily, but talk to them pretty much on a regular basis. And, you know, I work with them to bring these offers on the table, you know? It helps support the channel, it helps support me, but it also helps support you guys on your trading journey. 15% deposit bonus with BTCC. We got up to 1,500 in rewards with BitFi right now, and up to 10,000 in rewards on Ubit. All right. And here we go. Look, this is a very good example. We can use this as a very good example on the 1 minute time frame. What happens next here, guys? Todd said my moving average pointing down. So you think we go down from here? See, I'm looking at the RSI here. And again, we are just looking at the short term, but looking at it right here, looking at it about to cross up here, we're at resistance. The only thing giving me any hope right here is the LSMA, but we crossed it already. That move's already in. We're at previous support, testing it now. Rejection here would equal lower lows. We just popped it. Just popped it. But if we zoom out, it still just does not look good. And look at what we're doing now. So honestly, still pointing to the same support line. Same support line. But look at this. We did pop on up out of that. Had to adjust things here because we're confirming new support. Still got that nice rounded top action though. Waiting for a move down. Unless we do break out of that resistance. Money flow 20-minute trending down. USDT dominance going up. 8-hour. Bro, what the hell is this? Ain't nobody trying to listen to Halloween music while we look at charts, bro. I need calming music, right? The price action's already stressful enough. I can't be listening to stressful music. Mike Myers in the charts. Todd said tax return is going to send that drawback down. Do you guys believe that we're going to see some of the biggest tax refunds that we've ever seen? And I have to say something right now, guys, because I know a lot of you do support Trump. I know a lot of you support Trump. I've openly been a supporter of Trump. Something did not set well with me. And I don't claim to be, I don't like politics. I don't like Republican, Democrat. I think it's all a bunch of crap, right? But I did support Trump. But I tell you what, this is the thing though. Trump is doing his job, Trump is doing such a good job at certain things. There are a lot of things that I fully on board with, right? And I watched some clips of him being asked about, the whole Epstein thing. This did not set well with me. When he was asked about it, and he responded by saying that he thought it was time, or he responded with a question. Don't you think it's time the country move on from that? I couldn't really believe what I was hearing. I thought to myself, move on from this. Move on from it when nothing is even being done. What is even being done about it? How do you tell the whole entire country it's time to move on from one of the most sickening, ridiculously nasty, vile conspiracies that have been uncovered in history? And we're supposed to just move on. Nobody's been arrested. Nothing's happened. Everything's just, let's just move on. I did not like that. I did not like that being said. And again, like I've said, I've always been openly supportive of Trump. But when I heard that, I was like, bro, you can't do that. You can't just downplay something this serious. It seemed weird. It seemed weird that he did downplay it like he did. Like, we should just move on. It's over with. We released the files. It's over with. Everything's all good now. I don't know. It threw me off, guys. I had to double check myself. Like, okay, is this serious right now? We can't just brush this off like it's just nothing, you know? We can't do that. And then, of course, you got all the rumors about Jeffrey Epstein being involved with the creation of Bitcoin. And it's like, what is going on? What are they trying to do to us right now? Are they just... They really do. It's almost like... I don't know. There's panic. There's pandemonium. There's panic. It's crazy, you know? They've got everybody confused, freaking out. There's something happening, bro. There's something much more serious going on behind the scenes, and none of us know what it is. None of us. But I guarantee you, something is coming. Something major. And of course, we all know what we've been expecting for a long time. Ooh, look at those wicks, bro. Those wicks right there. Look at them nasty wicks at 63,400. Wow, bro. I am liking this setup for Ethereum. We have found support and resistance. I am liking that. Bitcoin broke down here. Swooping back up for the retest, though. Ty Stew in the house. What is going on, my bro? Let's go. I'm doing pretty good, man. I hope you're doing well. Niels, bro, the man said Europe did nothing in Iraq and Afghanistan. Well, I was sent there, not because of my country having a problem. It was the USA with the problem. It usually is, bro. It usually is. I'm proud to be an American. Not proud of the history of what my country has done, you know. But I'm proud to be an American. Don't get me wrong. I still believe this is a great country. But damn it, nothing is ever what it seems. Nothing is ever what it seems. Bud Force said, I'm not scared. I see the real world. Bro, please enlighten us. I would love to know. I see the real world too. Oh, the real world use. I got you. Exactly, bro. It doesn't really matter. I think that no matter what, Bitcoin it's solidified. Ty Stu, I appreciate you being here, bro. Nothing is as it seems. It's a big ass movie stage. How'd you like the thumbnail? Yeah, it is. The world is a stage. It always has been. I love George Carlin, bro. Classic. Rest in peace. Niels, he definitely says some things that we are not so proud of. You know, I do fully believe though that we had to go this route, right? It had to be. It had to be this way. If it went the other way, things would be so much worse. I fully believe things would be so much worse. I do think things are pushing towards better times. Does it need to get worse before it gets better? Possibly. But I have a feeling in deep down that the old ways are crumbling and we're leaning into more positive times. And it may not seem that way. It doesn't seem that way because they don't want that to happen. So they have to try to force us into being scared, divided, drained. Definitely hard to judge from here. Bros, tell me something on the 5-minute. Say it ain't so. Don't make me put this bull flag in here. Green fingers. Oh, Niels, you'll have to guess. You will have to flatter me with a nice guess, bro. Relax, bro. Relax. Relax. Hey. 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 Oh, I had to. Show out one time, bro. Show out one time. Show out one time. What happened, bro? Don't. No, that's a good guess, bro. I'll take that all day long. That's a great guess, my friend. Yo, am I gonna have to put Streamlabs in timeout? Streamlabs already popping in with the you know, it's awesome that I look 29, bro. Thai Stew not smoking this month. Why? What? Bro, what do you mean you're not smoking this month, bro? What is going on, bro? I don't look. I will take it all day long, okay? I'm taking it. But I can't believe I look 29. Bro. I'm literally hey, you know what? It's something to do with us 80s and 90s babies, bro. Us 80s, 90s babies are just killing it out here, bro. Seriously. Shortest month of the year, so you're not smoking? I don't understand. Why do you not smoke on the shortest month of the year? This is true. I've got it all. I've got all the bad stuff covered up. I got all the bad stuff covered up, bro. Oh, gosh. Do I need to put the bull flag in? What is this? Is this morning music? What's happening here? Okay, look, bearish case scenario. We go back to these support levels for ETH, right? Back here, we come right back down. Bearish case, we don't break out of this. We don't sustain anything. We come down. Bullish case, we're in a bull flag. Okay? We're in a bull flag. And bullish case, bull flag breaks out. Measured move would line us up with... What is happening? It would not, would it? Bro. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Bull flag measure move would line up right there. Bud Force, I definitely think something crazy is on the horizon. Ty Stu, I appreciate your support, bro. Hellbly, I appreciate you. Let's see if we can get the stream to 30 likes tonight. Okay, so the bull flag. We might have some action on the bull flag. But the levels are there, right? The levels are here. We got levels in place. Look at that 5 minute though. Number 26. Hey, oh, the likes. I was like, what do you mean number 26? Let's go. We're almost to the 30 mark. I appreciate y'all. Let's go. Bud Force said if it dips more, I'll buy. Lots of resistance. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys, man. Does Bitcoin get the thumbs down right here? I tell you what, those wicks at 63 got bought up so fast, bro. We didn't get to dip very long, you know? It got bought up very quick. Oh yeah, you're right, bro. It's not the best channel, but there it is. There she is. Can it hold? Inverse head and shoulders? What is going on, bro? And it's good to have you back, Bud Force. Truly good to have you back, bro. Only 2 likes away from our first like goal, man. It's been a while. I'm not asking for a lot. 30 likes is really, really modest. I really do appreciate it, though. Ooh. So far, so good. Resistance right there, though. Previous support, previous resistance, resistance, support, support, support. Looking at that level first. The Bud Force said my bank started a stable coin on ETH. Fidelity, new Fed chairman bullish on crypto. Exactly. We've got really the biggest opportunity in history. Biggest opportunity in history is right here. Right here, right now. It's happening. It's happening fast. It's happening before most people even have the time to realize it's happening. So that line I threw in right there, trying to play out as resistance. You've seen us starting to get wicked back there, but I sense it. Look at this. Look at us go. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Where are we at here? Let's see if we back test right here. ETH. You know, the Genius Act, the Clarity Act, all of this regulatory clarity and everything that's happening with the adoption of Bitcoin. It's, you know, I seen the CEO of Coinbase come out against the initial draft. You know, I am so grateful that we have people in the space that are able to keep that in check, you know? I mean, it's not like it used to be where they could just pass these bills and pass this legislation, pass these things, you know, without someone keeping it in check, making sure the right things are being passed and that nothing is being slipped through the cracks, you know? I am very grateful that we have people in the space to protect Bitcoin and cryptocurrency holders and investors. Specifically, you know, the issue with these stable coins, the banks not wanting stable coins, not wanting cryptocurrency exchanges like Coinbase to be able to offer those higher rewards via staking rewards than what banks can offer. They don't want competition. They have had it made for so long, they don't want the competition, right? But they don't have a choice at this point. They're going to get left in the dust, but they're not going to allow that, right? Obviously, we know that they're not going to just get left in the dust. If anything, the banking system, and this is a wild stretch, but if anything, The banking cartel, the banking system, for all we know, could have had a little bit of say in the creation of Bitcoin. I mean, who would have ever thought that old Jeffrey would have been involved? Whoever would have thought, right? So, I mean, who knows what's going to come out? It's nerve-wracking to really think about. Who knows what's going to come out as time goes on? Are we ready for it? Is anybody really ready for the truth of any of this? No. It's going to get crazy. It's going to get crazy, but we're here for it. We are here for it.
Push your luck, you might find the rivers run gold. Take a chance, they say fortune favors the bold. And I know that you're gonna find your way to me. So why won't you try to make this easy? Well, you say that I'm the only one you see. I'll show you how. You only need to roll to be catching up. Don't need no breaks, cause we got enough. You shine more than anyone. Heart of solid gold. Feel that pull when we are apart. It's our fate written in the stars. This time we might have a shot. Heart of solid gold. And you are golden. You are golden.
Yes, you are right. Banks are holding us back, but they need to adopt.
You might sit higher.
I always used to say, you know, they're going to fight, they're going to laugh, they're going to fight, and then they're going to join.
On your crown, you decide to quit.
1923. 1923 coming up. 1942. 1962. There's levels to this shit. Todd said I added another long on Ether. Right here? Let's get it. Woo! Oh, I don't know if I want to look at Dogecoin. Somebody kick Dogecoin in the ass right here. Somebody kick it real good, man. We hit the 30 like goal. Let's go. 1902. That's a good year. That's a good year. The Bud Force said, I don't think I'll ever do a leveraged trade. I'm an ex-gambler. Not sure how it all works. Oh, no. Oh, no, Bud Force. Oh, no, bro. No. Just, no. No, definitely don't do it. Just don't ever do it, man. I like to gamble, too, and it can be dangerous, especially when you have up to 500x leverage and you can trade with like 100 Ethereum. It depends. I mean, put a little extra money on here and we could trade with like 100 ETH. Oh, be careful. Oh, I'm telling you, be careful 100%. Because it can get very nasty. Very nasty, bro. Oh, especially with this right here. But I tell you what. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. We doing the damn thing. Doing the damn thing. Guys, if you want to trade on BTCC right now, if you're joining the stream right now and you want to trade crypto, you need a little extra oomph behind the push. You need a little extra margin for your gains. Get a 15% bonus on your first deposit with BTCC. Use the link in the description. Or pin chat. I almost forgot I have it pinned right there, man. 15% bonus right there. Also, don't forget to answer the poll in the chat. We've got 63 votes on the poll so far, and 68% say no, the bottom is not in. Is the Bitcoin bottom in? Is the Ethereum bottom in? Is the crypto market, is the bear market bottom in? If you're just now joining us, don't forget to smack the like button one time. All right. Levels. If you are an ex-gambler, you don't need to watch me trade with 500x leverage. Because if I use 500x leverage, I don't know. Like if I use 500x leverage and I win, that does not mean that you're going to use 500x leverage and you're going to win. It is a wild ride. I'm not going to lie. Like whoever, you know, and thinking back on like Jump X and the like 1000x leverage, right? The 1000x and what was it, 1700x leverage or whatever. That was absolutely insane. Looking back on that, that's insane. Neil said, I still watch gambling. I just don't do it anymore. Nothing wrong with watching a good poker game, right? Nothing wrong with that. Pretty big deal breaking back above 64,800, honestly. Pretty big deal. Bitcoin, if you hold 64,800, let's push. We might push to 65.8. Tell you what we're doing though. You know what I'm gonna look at here? Let's look at this as a channel. I mean, what if we just now filled the channel, right? What if we just now formed the channel? What if this is resistance, not a breakout? What if we need to readjust, reassess, refocus? What if this is still a bull flag? And that's the thing. Okay. Bud Force, I appreciate you, bro. Chart hitting Joe's lines right on spot. That's why I come here. I appreciate you, man. And, you know, ex-gambler, time to use max leverage. Hell blah. Time to use max leverage. And that's the thing, you know, sometimes it don't always hit the trend lines. Sometimes you got to reassess. You know, you got to just let the market play out, let the structure play out, have patience to let it play out. That's the big thing. Having the patience to wait and let it play out. Just like this, you know, before making any moves, waiting, let it play out and form the real pattern that it really is. Our eyes can deceive us easily. Now, I'm not going to say we still didn't have a wedge in here. I still believe in the wedge right here. Wedge breakout right there. I still believe, you know, that's a downtrend. Obviously, we broke out of that, led to more continuation there on the short term to the upside. So still looking at that downtrend resistance as well. But I do believe after hitting this resistance and coming down, it's lining up with this, forming that channel, possible bull flag still. Yo, Ty Stew in the building. Welcome. Welcome back to the channel as a Savage Joe. Greenfinger said I got the moon goggles on. You know, I'm looking for the upside, but the reason this magnet is still down here because I do still have a little bit of skepticism in this recovery, even with it being such a massive V shape here. The most V we've seen. Oh, the most V we've all seen in a while, right? If you know what I'm saying. The most we've seen in a hot second, bro. Woo. All right. Ty Stu, there's going to be more streams to come, bro. More to come. Eventually, I will go live more often. I haven't been as going live as much, but I will eventually. Really, the main thing is building up the momentum, you know. I also feel like these streams do better for some reason when I don't go live every single day. Oh. Well, this is epic music for a breakout. Come on. We're at resistance. Do we come back to support? Do we need to come back to support? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that beautiful cross right down there. Breakout. Below the LSMA. At resistance. At resistance. Foul language. What? My friends have been coming to me with FUD, but I'm telling them to zoom out and hold long term. Bud Force knows what's up. When in doubt, zoom out always. You know, we can't listen to the FUD. We can't listen to all that noise, bro. You just cannot listen to all that. It's too much to handle. I focus on what I can focus on, man, and that's it, you know? That's true, Green Fingers. That's true, bro. Very true, man. $5-6 move and you got it, bro. You got it. You either got it or you're wrecked. 500x. You either got it or you're wrecked, bro. How many votes we got? We got 63 votes on the poll in the chat right now. 68% is still saying no, bottom is not in. I can't believe that everybody right now is betting on the price to go lower. Like, not even a relief rally? Not even a relief rally. Why does my chat box not work? Huh. Man, you know, there's some people. Look at this candle right here. Look at this 4-hour green candle with these wicks on the top and the bottom right there. Anybody know what that means? Look at that. That is beautiful, bro. I'm just saying that is beautiful. Now, that is beautiful. Doesn't mean it's over, but oops. I mean, look, this was the go-to. So, come on down, bro. Let's say we do drop a little bit lower, right? I just need to move this over a little bit because, damn it, it happened quicker than I expected, you know? We just straight up dropped. Fell off a damn cliff, man. A little bit of this this is not typical, you know? Look at this. It's literally straight down. I mean, I say it's not typical. It is typical. What am I saying? It is typical. But a consolidation here. The one thing we don't want to see, right? We don't want to consolidate into a bull flag out of this. We got massive support. I mean, a bear flag, excuse me. We don't want to consolidate into a bear flag. Well, maybe we do. Maybe you do want it to go lower. Maybe you do want it to go lower. That's okay. Let's just put a box in there. I mean, look at that. No wonder, you know, we're bouncing at 60K. Do we come on down to 55? That would be my lowest point, right? Lowest point. We lose that, and that's crazy, right? Because that was our bear market low in 2018. It was our bear market low in 2022, beginning of 2023 right there. It is going to be our bear market low of 2026. Does that mean that... Hold on. 2027, 2028 bull market? This is almost, I mean, this is where I'm at with this. If the only time that we broke this in the past, what, 7 years? 7 years? Right? The only time that Bitcoin fell below this so far was during the crash back in 2020, right? Otherwise, this has definitely been our bear market bottom support line. Bear market bottom support line. And I really think it's a mistake to be selling right here. Hell, blah, I don't know. That's why I didn't say it. I think it's a mistake to be selling, right? I mean, if you're holding your bags and you didn't sell already at 100K, 90K, 80K, if you didn't sell up here before we broke out of that neckline, then it's just too late. You need to you just gotta wait it out at this point. You can't, what good is it gonna do you to sell here? What good is it going to do to sell at support leading into consolidation on long-term historical support? Could we drop from 64 to 55K? Yeah. But as far as selling your spot holdings, like selling your holdings, like if you miss the dump and you're panicking now and selling, that's not the right thing to do. Not financial advice. Just my opinion, based on my 7 years of watching this crap, 7-8 years now. I've been in crypto. I've been watching crypto since 2018, minus a few rendezvous. Definitely going to blast upwards at some point. Sounds like someone didn't sell at 120K. I'm trying to do the people right by presenting you with the right right scenarios here. And the scenario is that we are coming up on support. We're coming up on potentially the bottom. And it doesn't feel like it should be. I know feelings have no place here. But I'm telling you, it don't feel like it should be the bottom already, does it? It seems like this happened so fast, bro. Like, this lasted... Like, we topped out here, right? Think about the last cycle. That's why nothing is the same anymore, bro. It's just not. I don't care. 4-year cycle, whatever. Nothing is the same. Think about this for a second. We topped out over here, right? April of 2021. And then we really topped November of 2021. But the bear market lasted from basically from April to November of 2021 all the way to January of 2023. And as of right now, I mean, we topped out in October. 4 months later? 4 months later? 4 or 5 months later, we're bottoming out? I have a thought. Maybe I cut out again, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's possible that the market cycles for Bitcoin and crypto, maybe they are going to start to change. Maybe they are going to start to follow something different than what carried them before. As we see more and more adoption, more regulation, more big players moving into the space, maybe we're going to start to see the market cycles change. This is obviously changed already. This is obviously way different than anything we've seen before, right? MYX Bart.
One look from across the room, I feel like I'm falling for you now. I vibe with the way that you move. Should I come and meet ya? Be nice, break the ice and we'll see. Heart bounce to the sound of the beat, yeah. Think twice, is it really that deep? And what will you say? What if we like
Bro.
the same stuff?
Look at that. Look at my little, look at that. I'll tell you what. Oh yeah. There it is. There it is. MYX definitely got the Bart Simpson top pattern showing up there. Green fingers, absolutely. Uptrend still intact right now. On the daily uptrend for MYX still intact. What's up, Mallow? It's not going lower. I am tired, boss. That won't happen. 70% of the votes now say that we're going lower. Strega Hart, crypto manipulation trader. What's going on, bro? Sweet. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, bro. Well, let me see. What's going on? Let's see. Tell you what, if we look at SWE here on the daily, I mean, we've connected here, and we connected here back in August of 2024. We connected here back in October of 2023 on the daily, and we've almost connected there. 75 cents actually. Right at 75 cents would be that support to go to. You've got actually two confirmations of support. You got this support over here where you bounced and ran, and then you've got the 1, 2, potentially the third touch there, that support as well. Nothing really to go by there. Only thing I'm noticing is that we are coming up on this support. Nice support there on the daily. Nice bounce with the rest of the market. But, you know, this is not SWE. You could have done a little better there. That's not the greatest. Could have done a little better there. Let's drop it down. Same thing, you know. So we've seen this happen before, right? And I mean, look at this, bro. You lost that support. And look at that. Reclaim that so quickly. What we're going to need to see happen is this needs to hold. We're going to have to come up here. We need to reclaim support right there. There it is. Need to reclaim that support. What is that? $1.05, bro. If we consolidate, if we run up here, we could see SWE consolidate at $1.05, and we can see that short-term price action replicate on the longer-term time frames, right? If we can go from the 1 minute to the 5 minute to the 15 minute, and if we can go all the way out here to the hourly and watch the same thing happen. So we've already gotten a V-shaped recovery on the immediate short-term time frames with Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins. But can we see that same V-shaped recovery from the immediate short term that we just got that bounce from? Can we watch that replicate on the longer term time frames and get a bullish continuation to the upside out of this? Thank you guys for joining the stream. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like on the way in if you haven't yet. We passed 30 likes. Let's see if we can get it to 40. Hellbly, I appreciate you, bro. Everyone is so pessimistic. That's the time it always goes up. That's true. Mallow said that's a sweep. Hellbly, I appreciate you, man. I hope you have a good night. Doge on spot. Do you know your average entry? I definitely don't know my average entry on Doge. Forgotten Legend, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Somebody bought the dip. Somebody bought the dip. Yes. $71 votes on the poll in the chat. 71 votes. %. Man, nobody believes the bottom's in. Everybody wants it to bleed more. Everybody calling for the blood. Everybody calling for the blood. You know, isn't it crazy how even when we get the price levels that we asked for, that's when everybody starts screaming, Higher. Higher. You know, it's a navigating this is very difficult. It's not easy. The ones that make it look easy have been doing it for a very, very long time. And have likely lost many times to be able to make it look easy to win. Man, that looks good though. It just looks good. It looks good. I can't help it. Got a bullish engulfing candle on the 15-minute for sweet. Bullish engulfing candle right there. Bro. Bottom action, bro. Oh man, Ethereum is really getting a squeeze in here. Do we need to, you know, come all the way back down to support here? We could both crash out, bro. Oh, forgotten legend. I cannot agree more. You know, it just feels weird because it happened so quickly. The price levels have dropped so fast, but if we're not already bottomed, it's coming very, very soon. It'll come quicker, I think, than most expect, and then it's going to be bottomed and rebounded. I mean, we're going to have some, we should have some period of accumulation. I mean, right? We're not going to just, right? I mean, we've always had some period of accumulation, you know, bear market consolidation, you know, a little bit of chop at the bottom, you know, until we really fully bottom out and then reverse. But I don't know, man. The way this market's been lately, I wouldn't doubt it if we don't just, something happens and some crazy news comes out and we just freaking skyrocket to the moon. At this point, anything is possible, but I do still believe we're following a trend. We're following a cycle. Just not so sure if it's going to be as predictable as it used to be. You know, Bitcoin, the market cycles used to be more predictable. I mean, very predictable, really. When you think about pre-2017 and then from 2017, you know, through the 2017 bull run and the next bull run, those were two such predictable market cycles. It was insane to not be able to make money during that time. If you just did a little bit of research into Bitcoin, the halving cycle and the 4-year cycle, and paid attention to the macro, you could make money there. We might not need to see that support. Look, we might not need to see that support, but let's see. Let's see here. We squeezed between the support resistance. Popped out slightly there, 1917. Rejected, 1917. Nothing too significant there, so let's see. Joe, what are your eyes on right now? Your top 3 coins. Oh gosh. Oh, that is a very tough call, you know? Top 3 coins. I have to say, after seeing what has happened to altcoins recently, after seeing how altcoins have performed, I'm still very bullish, especially on coins like Chainlink, Ondo. Honestly, I mean, any coin that has been associated or involved in the recent regulations, the adoption, any type of, real world use case. The days are gone where we can just speculate on altcoins, right? I mean, back in the day, we had alt season, and during alt seasons, all these random altcoin projects would come up, and they would make all these promises, and you could speculate on them and make money that way. You could make money just speculating that this project's going to go on to do what it says it's going to do. I guess we've realized now that most of those altcoins were basically just hyped up meme coins. Most of them, a bazillion altcoins that promised a use case, never came through with a use case. Or if they did, it didn't succeed and it failed. And with that being said, because of this, it's like I'm not going to lie, I have lost a little bit of faith in some altcoins. But that doesn't mean that I don't still believe that we'll have a massive alt season in blue chip altcoins that have real use case, altcoins that are being talked about on the global stage. Altcoins like Chainlink, for example. XRP is always going to be talked about, Solana. But, coins that are actually going to be used, coins that are actually going to be adopted and used, especially the ones that are going to be adopted and used by the government or by other countries that see a use case for certain altcoins. But as far as just being able to, consciously ape into like microcap altcoins or like low cap gems, I feel like that those days are shifting from what they used to be. It's not going to be the same. Did you see that candle jump? Guys, did we see that happen? Look at Bitcoin. Oh, resistance. Okay. Okay, Bitcoin. Let's stay conservative, right? Look at that. Now that is beautiful right there, folks. So many altcoins are proving that, they just won't survive. And so we have to really pay attention to the ones that are actually, like I said, being talked about, being utilized. we have to really focus on altcoins that can do something. And that's another reason that I have not really focused a lot on meme coins lately either, other than Dogecoin. Dogecoin seems, I don't even know, Dogecoin is so well known at this point. And I mean, there's other very well known meme coins, don't get me wrong. But it's like Dogecoin is definitely going to be my top as far as meme coin for me to go to. Pepe, Pingu, I mean, maybe some related to dominant memes, you know, but there's so many other meme coins. It's like, no, we can't even go there anymore. Not right now. Now's not the time. I feel like it's just too risky, you know. It's just, that's a risk that I'm not willing to take right now. Green figure is shorted. You shorted right at 65.4, right at the wick? Nah. I need some proof, bro. Let me see the proof in Discord. I'm just kidding. I believe you, bro. I believe you. Was very, very perfect. Perfect spot. Very, very much so. Uptrend to look at. Ah, coming through with the receipts, bro. Exactly. Forgotten legend. Exactly. And that's why people, I think, aren't going to dive in so with so much conviction into altcoins like they have in the past. And I just think that that's going to really put a damper on altcoins. You know, we didn't even get an alt season. Everybody screaming alt season, you know, myself included back in October. But, you know, what is alt season really going to look like in the future? What is alt season going to be? Because I do think we're seeing things mature, and I think things are going to be different going forward. I think things are going to be a little bit different here. Look at that bounce off the back test. Okay, so ETH broke out of this downtrend, back tested it, and look at that bounce. Okay, broke 1923, attempting with that first level right there. 1942 next. All right, it's coming up on midnight here. Litecoin. Oh my goodness. It's got crazy volume. You know, what if Litecoin one day just rips, bro? Litecoin was one of those underperformers for me though. I fully back in 2018, that was like one of the first coins I bought. I was watching all the Litecoin maxis on YouTube, Digital silver. Digital silver. Heard it so many times. Litecoin though did its thing like that first year, and then after that, it's like it just kind of got sidelined by all the new altcoins that came out with all those fake promises. It's like, oh, poor old Litecoin getting sidelined over here by all these altcoin wannabes. Really just glorified meme coins, right? Glorified meme coins. Okay. A coin called Fartcoin has no use. I'm sure it's got some kind of use case on its website. I've never even touched Fartcoin, bro. That's one of them I never even touched. Litecoin is a good crypto. Litecoin is a very good crypto. It has like no like publicity though. It has no like the community behind Litecoin. I don't know. There's Litecoin maxis, but I don't know. It's like if the price doesn't, like I haven't really looked at Litecoin's chart, but I'm pretty sure that we underperformed. Litecoin underperformed pretty badly. I'm pretty sure. I have not looked at Litecoin in a long time though. All right. Bitcoin, ETH, and Solana. Can't, top coins, man. Top coins. Short. What are we talking about here? What's going on, Tommy Carpenter? Well, losing 20 is better than losing like 200. 20 bucks ain't too bad. Yo. Oh no, don't test the waters, bro. Don't test the waters. Oh, look at that, bro. What is going on, Mots? Will XRP dump again? Will XRP dump once again? I mean, will she? Will she? Real quick, bro. Are you wishing for XRP to dump again? What did we drop to? $1.11. I like it. I am going to zoom out. I have not looked at XRP here in a while. Need a fresh chart. But you know what? I mean, at this point, guys, this is where we're at. This is where we're at, friends. You only live once. You only live once, friends. She dumping, but oh, I tell you what. We hit that resistance perfectly. Cannot make it work. Rounded over there. This chart played out. This is nasty, XRP. Why does it look so nasty here? What are we doing? What even is this, bro? Come on. I mean, how much lower can you go, you know? Honestly, you could come lower. I mean, if I'm being real, XRP could literally come to 70 cents. That would be your go-to support to look at for XRP, around 70 cents. Do people still buy VeChain? That's a very good question, bro. Doesn't look like it. You know, if you're on X, then, you know, there's still lots of chatter about VeChain if you're, you know, in the community. But yeah, VeChain itself, man, another one of those coins, it seems like it's like, what happened to VeChain? VeChain was one of the coins with an actual real world use case, utility that solved a real world problem with supply chain management. So it's like, that was such a big driving factor for people to buy VeChain. What happened? Honestly, you know what happened, I think? I think what happened is that we had meme coins, altcoins, NFT craze. We had so many other GameFi. You know, we just had so many things that overshadowed the real coins that provide a real use case, that provide real utility in the real world, that can actually solve problems. We overshadowed all of that with all the get-rich-quick hype. And it really didn't do nothing good for the crypto space, you know? But let's just throw it up on the chart real quick, because, you know, we haven't looked at VeChain in a while. What is going on with VeChain? I have to go with the first connection there, and it looks like it all lines up, minus the fake out. See, this is what I don't like right here, because I want to put it there. I mean, for VeChain, if this is correct, we are at the bottom. VeChain was one of the favorites back in the day, and now it's number 70 on market cap. Crazy, bro. Just like Tezos, XTZ. Solana, based on VeChain right now in this channel on the daily, we're at support. We're looking at possible trend reversals. I mean, again, we've looked at lower price levels to look at, but it's like, how much more can we bleed? How much more can we truly bleed? Oh my goodness, what is going on here with the music? It's messing with me, bro.
This is not a test. This is not a test. I don't know if you can handle it. I don't know if you can handle it.
Long term,
Not a test.
not all time, but long-term support doesn't mean it's gonna hold, but a bounce from here for VeChain would be likely, would make sense. You know, we're also kind of resting on this previous resistance back here. I mean, there's lower to go to. VeChain could come all the way down to 003 there, potentially.
This is not a test. I don't know if you can handle it. I don't know if you can handle it. I don't know if you
Let's see.
I don't know if you can handle it. I don't know if you can handle it. I don't know if you can handle it. This is not
Ooh. Okay, so Solana, we're looking at, gosh, man, Solana, there is nothing on the daily for Solana here. Nothing. I think out of the coins we've looked at, man, Solana looks like it could dump the most. What the hell, bro? Run up, get rejected on the retest, and come on down to $40, man. Drop it down, man. We got 88 votes on the poll in the chat. Is the bottom in? 72% say no. The bottom is not in. Oh, bro. No. Not this again. Hold on. I accidentally clicked this, bro. Hold on. I can't get my mouse out of here. I can't get out of here. Okay. Oh no. Okay, hold on, guys. YOLO, I'm gonna make as much money as I can trading and travel the world. Let's go, man. Manifest that shit. Make that shit reality. That's right. Excuse my language, sorry. You got me hyped there, man. That's kind of talk I like to hear, you know? Okay. Can I get out of here? Okay. Um Oh my goodness, that's crazy, bro. Can Solana get back to $17? That's where I sold it last time. Um, oh yeah. Did you say 17? Yo, I mean, yeah, if it, oh, dude, that'd be nasty, wouldn't it? That'd be nasty. That was the previous bear market low. Right? What is just just so stupid, bro? We didn't even like that's a new all time. That's a new all time high. That's not a new all time high, bro. What is that, bro? Are we playing GTA? You know, I mean, we could, bro. Uh, I mean, oh, dude, that's about right. Um, I don't know why. Bro, why is my... Okay, so that's definitely not working right.
Shit! Every time!
Oh! This controller is jacked. My gas is not going, man. I can't even keep up with these cars, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. We manifest in this car right here, right? We got to manifest the car. Okay? We got to manifest the car, right? Bro. No, let me get this off of here. I was trying to... What the... Okay. I don't know if I can exit it like that. Okay. Has been a good stream though. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a great stream, guys. I do got to get out of here though. Been live for 3 hours, 3 hours and 30 minutes. It's been a good stream, man. Been a great stream, and I really appreciate all of you guys that showed up and hung out. 90 votes. We almost did 100 votes in the poll in the chat. I appreciate you guys, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next one. Maybe we'll get one going tomorrow. I am going to start going live on TikTok probably in the mornings. I think mornings is good for TikTok. So if you don't follow me on TikTok yet, follow me on TikTok. Might catch me there on the mornings. I do appreciate y'all. Much love to each and every one of you guys, man. Crypto market is crazy. Everything's crazy. Life is crazy. But we're going to make it. We're going to make it. Oh. I will see y'all in the morning.
I don't know, roll no luck.